is Friday night, Hangout, creating our stories, piece by piece. This is Friday night, Hangout, creating our stories, piece by piece. Exploring limitless opportunities, illuminate our path, amplify our impact. Oh, it's Friday night Hangout. It's Friday night Hangout. It's safe space for ideation.
Are you feeling stuck in your business, professional, or personal life? Or are you struggling to find purpose and direction? Imagine having a clear sense of direction, achieving your goals, and living a fulfilling life. Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult is here to help you. We will work with you to identify your strengths, overcome obstacles, and develop a personalized plan to achieve your dreams. With our coaching and consulting services, you will gain clarity, confidence, and the tools you need to succeed. Do not let fear, lack of clarity, or doubt hold you back any longer. Take the first step towards achieving your goals and living your best life. Contact Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult today. Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult, empowering you to reach your full potential. Call, SMS, or WhatsApp +234 704 229 1171. Or you can visit our website www.joyonyesohcoachingconsult.com. Now thing you want to see at the end of the year. Last week was the first episode in this year, and we talked about planning for growth. And this week we're, taking it a step further to look at an aspect of growth, which is clarity in goals. How to set and achieve what's next. It's not just about setting it, but also about achieving it. So use the comment section. I want to see your hashtag TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Good evening if you're just joining in. In one word, how would you describe your current goals for 2026? For some of us, it will be exciting. For some of us, it may be adventurous. For some of us, it may be exploring, So we all have, I want you to think about it. How would you describe your goals for 2026? And then let's get right into it. Because tonight, we're going to talk about clarity in goals and how to set and achieve what's next, right? Now, when we talk about clarity, what are we talking about? When we talk about clarity, we are simply talking about having a clear understanding. Very simple. So, having a clear understanding of the results you want to achieve. Then how do you go about setting those results and achieving the results, right? That's what I want you to know the conversation about tonight is all about. And so if you're here, you're still trying to tweak your goals for 2026, you're already working on your goals. Some of us have personal goals, professional goals, and all of that, then this is the right place to be in tonight. Now, while you're at it, I want to see you use the hashtag TGIF, hashtag Friday Night Hangout with Joy Onyesoh. And don't forget to follow us on YouTube. We have the Power Woman channel, Power Woman TV, and we also have the Friday night Hangout. But let me share a story with you before we go right in. Sometime in 2009, between 2009 to 2010, I was discussing with a client. Let me call her Aisha. And Aisha, then she used to be a marketing manager. She loves to, sell products. She loves to create awareness on products and services. But at that point in time, she was feeling uncomfortable. She was feeling not too sure. And when we had a conversation in one of our sessions, I was asking, so what is it that you want to do next? She wasn't sure. Then I told her, let's start the journaling. One thing about journaling is that it gives you the opportunity to clear your thoughts. So you just write what you feel. You just write how it is coming to you. It doesn't matter, the language or how articulate you are. You just put it down and go with the flow. And that's exactly what Aisha did. And with time, with journaling, she came to understand some bits of herself. Because for you to journal, you need to reflect. You will sit in with yourself, you will reflect on your feeling, the patterns, what you love doing. There was some structure we put to the journaling, so it was a structured journaling. And we were able to pick up some values that were very dear to Aisha. And when we began to understand the values she held there, it began to give her some form of understanding of what it is she feels like doing that makes her feel happy. So, when we talk about setting and achieving goals, the first thing we want to talk about is having an understanding. One. The second thing we want to talk about is focus. You can't divorce focus from clarity, because focus, is what you're being intentional. So when you're intentional, when you are very deliberate with your thoughts, with what you do, the actions you take, then you begin to get clear on what next. So clarity is what gives you a sense of purpose, it gives you direction, right? And it gives you that passion to just ignite your passion to keep moving on in what you want to do. So when you're not clear, what happens is you feel overwhelmed. You feel, dissatisfied. You feel uncertain. Even making decisions is very difficult for you because you are not sure what to do, how to do it. You don't even understand where to start from. And all of this would impact on your progress and the results. And so that's why we set out writing a lot of goals. But at the end of the day, when you evaluate the progress, you find out you've not moved forward. I want to do this, I want to do that, but you're not clear on the how. And so I will say this, that a goal without a plan is a wish. So if you have goals set out and you don't have the how, the plan is the how. Because the plan is a fusion of the resources, the timelines, the actions that needs to happen, right? It's a roadmap. It's the strategy for you achieving the goal. So if you have written a lot of goals and you're not clear on the how, then what you have written down are wishes. And that's why if you continue with this to the end of the year, you find out that you're still there. Before I go on into how we can overcome all of this, I want to let us know that there is something new coming up from our stables in March, and that is the Clarity Lounge. The Clarity Lounge is where we're going to do a lot of unpacking. So you might find yourself that you're very busy, but you're not productive. So don't confuse busyness with productivity, right? You can be very busy, but at the end of the day, you won't have achieved anything tangible. And now you can be active, you're doing stuff, you're always in movement, you're always doing things. I can relate with this, completely resonates with me at a point in time in my life. I'm always busy, you're jumping from one next thing to the next thing, but you're confused. And inside of you, there's some sort of misalignment, right? You feel successful, but you're not even sure what the next step is. And that's where you find yourself, you flip-flop, you want to copy people, you want to do this, you're jumping on to the next good idea. You see someone, this is next good thing, you're jumping on. And that's why we're bringing to you Clarity Lounge. So watch this space and expect it's going to come live in the month of March. So That's something new coming up, and I want you to pencil it down and watch this space for that. Now, understanding your goals is very important because it helps you to even know what it is you want to achieve. If you do not know what you want to achieve, it's difficult to achieve it. So I would always say start from the end and then walk backwards. So when you can envision what it is that you want to achieve, is you having a mental picture of what it is you want to achieve. And that's why creativity is very important. When you can see in your mind's eye the end of all the efforts, it gives you that motivation. It gives you that push to keep showing up even when it's very difficult. And I've told you that that's the difference between wish and plan. You can see it and then you have a plan. So when you can see it and you don't have a clear plan, it is a wish. And that's why clarity is very foundational to success. Show me any successful person and I will show you someone who is clear, someone who has a roadmap as to how he or she wants to achieve the results. So if you're here tonight and you're not clear as to what you want to achieve, it's even difficult to know how you're going to achieve it. So you find yourself going around in circles, right? Now, and that's what keeps a lot of people busy, but they're not productive. They're always busy. But when you want to see the results, they have nothing to show for the results. So it's as a result of one, lack of focus, two, poor prioritizations, not knowing when to do what, not knowing what is important. You want to do everything at the same time. That's a killer. You can't do everything at the same time. You can't multitask, doing a whole lot of things at the same time. You will stretch yourself thin. So you need to understand what is important to me right now. And then what should I be doing with my time now? When you get to that point where you're very clear, what it helps you do is it cuts out distractions. You wouldn't wake up and the first thing in the morning you wake up to do is to grab your phone and you're on social media. Even if you're a content creator, there is that time to sit in and ground yourself for the day before you launch out. That's very important. If it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, if it's whatever, there has to be that time frame at the beginning of every productive day where you ground yourself, visualize your day before you launch out, right? Now, what this does is it keeps you focused. It helps you to overcome distractions as they come. Now, another thing why people stay busy but not productive is a fear of failure. They are afraid to take action. They're afraid. They are just afraid. Fear can paralyze you. Haven't you been in a situation where you know you need to take a decision, but you find yourself in what we call a decision paralysis? You can't make up your mind what to do. You're just thinking, you're sleeping, you're tossing. You don't know if it's to do A or if it's to do B. You don't know what direction to go and all of that. And that's because you don't have a framework for making decisions in chaos. That's a topic for another day. But stay right here with me. I'll be right back in just a minute.
At JOCC Studio, we offer a range of services to help you curate engaging content. Our state-of-the-art equipment enables us to deliver high-quality course scripting, video content curation, audio recording, video recording, and live or recorded show hosting. Our team is dedicated to helping you bring your vision to life, whether it's a podcast, webinar, or online course. Looking to curate a unique brand identity? Our studio can be customized to reflect your brand's personality and style at an additional cost. Our team will work with you to curate a tailored experience that meets your specific needs and goals. Whether you're a startup, entrepreneur, or established business, we are here to help you achieve your goals. Contact us to learn more about our services and schedule a booking. Thank you for considering Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult.
Okay, so welcome back. That's our studio, the JOCC Studio, the Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult Studio, and we're so happy to help you bring your dreams to life. So if you're interested in, hosting your own show, you want to do your podcast, you want to do your live show, you want to record, you want to create your visuals, we're here to support you. Just contact us with the contact details on the screen and in the comment section, and we'll be here to support you birth that dream. Now, if you're just joining in, welcome. We're talking about clarity in goals, how to set and achieve what's next, right? And we said that clarity is about being clear. We talked about some of the reasons why we could be very busy but not productive. Now, I also want to tell us about the importance of prioritizing what truly matters. When you're able to identify high impact activities that will enable you meet your goals, then you're on the right track. You can't be doing everything at the same time. Identify what truly matters to you. And this boils down to you knowing what your values are. So if you're listening to me right now and you're not clear on what your topmost values are, take this time out to reflect and just put it down. What values are important to you? Communication, excellence, integrity. What is it? Connection, family, love. What is it? There has to be values that drive you. When you understand what you stand for, when you understand who you are, then it makes it easier for you to set goals and achieve those goals. So you're not just setting goals in the air. Now, another thing that happens is you're able to eliminate distractions. When you're able to prioritize, you would have the confidence to say, no, this one is a distraction. And let me tell us that even some good things are distractions. Distraction is not necessarily something that, is bad or is not productive in some respect. But what is a distraction is something that takes you away from your goal, something that pulls you away, something that makes you move into disalignment. So anything that would not allow you to be aligned to the results you want to achieve, then is a distraction. So when you're able to prioritize what truly matters, you're able to cut out time wasters and focus on purpose-driven goals. Now, how can you do this? There are different tools, but today I want to share with you one of the tools that I find very helpful, and most of us here may be, familiar with it, and that is the SMART model. SMART, S-M-A-R-T model is a model that helps you to set and achieve your goals. So the S there is specific. So for you to set and achieve your goals, you must be able to set specific goals, clear goals. So if you don't have a good understanding of what it is you want to achieve, it's difficult for you to set a specific goal. You will find yourself setting ambiguous, big, bold, huge goals that you wouldn't even know where to start from. You don't know how to unpack it. So make sure that your goal is specific. Make sure that it is measurable. So when you achieve the goal, you would know because you can actually measure. There will be what we call indicators. Indicators can anything that it could be quantitative, like, you can count it or you can feel it, That one is a bit subjective, though. But there would be indicators to measure the progress you're making towards achieving your goals. Now, we also want to make sure that the goals you set are achievable. You don't want to set some outlandish goal that is not realistic, right? Now, I'm going to give us an example when I'm done with the acronym. So you can start looking at the goals you have already set for 2026 or for February or for whatever project it is that you have on your hands. And you measure it with the SMART model to see how specific it is, how measurable it is, how achievable it is, how relevant is it to your big picture for the year. So if you're one that is setting a goal for the day or for the week or for the month, how does it fit into your year goals? Or if you're setting the goal for the year, how does it fit into the bigger picture where you see yourself in the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? So you want to keep setting goals that would not pull you away from your direction, right? Because remember that clarity gives you direction, focus, and what? It gives you a sense of purpose. So make sure that the goals you're setting are such that it's relevant to you, to who you are, and to who you're growing into. Now, setting a goal without a time frame is as good as saying, I don't want to do it. So if I tell someone, oh, would you be able to do this, da, 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 and you tell me, oh, I will try. What I hear, what I interpret is, I'm not going to do it. Because when you tell me you will try, it means that you're not putting any time frame to it. So I'll ask you when. So let me give us an instance. Now, we're in February. One of my goals may be I want to increase sales by 20% by the end of February, 25th of February, 28th of February, pick a date. It is easy for me to measure it because it is specific. So if I know what it is, what my sales figure was in January, I just need to measure and make sure that I've gotten 20%, or if I didn't get it, why didn't I get it? Then that's when you begin to interrogate. But then you find out that it's measurable because it's specific. So it's measurable. So when something is specific, you can measure. When it's not specific, you cannot measure it. That's one litmus test. So the more specific it is, the easier it is for you to measure how you measure your progress towards achieving it, right? So if it's not specific, it's difficult to measure. Now, is it achievable? If I want to achieve 20% of my sales by the end of February, is it achievable? It shouldn't be a sentimental goal setting. I need to back up my goal setting with facts. So I have to look at the sales I did in January. How long did it take me to achieve that? And then I can have an estimate of how much percent I will be achieving per day or per week to enable me achieve 20% per month. So looking at the data before me, without even going straight into the nitty-gritty of running and trying to achieve the goal, I would know on the surface, is this realistic? Is this achievable for me? Or is it a far-fetched cry? For instance, if I'm weighing 200 kg as of today, and I tell you I want to weigh 60 kg end of the month through dieting and exercise, is it realistic? Is it achievable? It's very difficult without surgery, right? If I want to do it naturally, it's very, very difficult to achieve. So you don't want to set yourself up for a fall. And that's one of the things I want to put out here today. Yes, it's good to dream big, but it's also very important to start small. What it does is when you set small goals and you achieve them, it gives you that confidence to do more. But when you set goals that are not achievable and you fail in realizing the goal, it hits you and then you become scared of taking the next step. So when you see people who are paralyzed in taking decisions or action, check their history. There's been a history or a pattern of failure, like they've not met certain goals, certain targets. So in their head, they've translated it to mean that they are not enough and they cannot achieve it. Now, that's what we are doing here today, to help you unpack that thought, to make you understand that you have what it takes and you are enough, but you need to get the tools to do it right. And that's why I'm sharing with us today the SMART model. So make sure it is achievable. You're not setting yourself up for a fall. You're not self-sabotaging. So once you're able to achieve that jump, your confidence level will go so high like this, and then you achieve the other one. So I would always say use a layered approach. Use a layered approach. What does this mean? You take it in layers. I will achieve this, then I'll move on to this, I'll move on to that. Milestones. So you have milestones progress. It's easy. You're not stretching yourself so much that you become exhausted. Just like when you want to do natural weight loss, and just I want to lose 30 kg, you say, I will exercise 5 hours. Can you keep up exercising 5 hours every day for 30 days with the work schedule you have? So take it gradually, take it slowly. It's better to make it slow and steady. You're not in competition with anyone but yourself. Then give a time frame that is also realistic, that you can measure, right? So that's why we say end of the month, this quarter, this is what I want to do. So check through the goals you have set. The goals you have set down for yourself, are they SMART? Check, how specific is this? If it's specific, you can measure. If you can measure, you can achieve. If achievable, then it's relevant to your big picture. Because even in achieving the goals, a whole lot of other factors will come into play. Clarity, focus, discipline, and a whole lot, right? But the key thing is for you to have a clear understanding of what the goal entails. Then you can start unpacking it and use the SMART model. Don't forget, when you want to set your goal, use the SMART model to set your goals. Now, let's see what it is you have to say. Onyesoh says, Golden says, never set yourself up for a fall. That's right. Good. That's right. Never set yourself up for a fall. That was Golden. And Onyesoh is saying, exactly. I will try. Means you aren't going to try at all. That's the way I see it. That's it. Let's see who else has something else to say. Okay, just keep it coming in, and don't forget to push the hashtag TGIF. Now, it's always important to move from intentions to results. Very important that you're not stuck at just intentions. You want to move from intentions to results. Very, very important. Intentions are wishes. Results are very practical. You want to make sure that you're prioritizing, you're identifying, you're taking action, and you're slowly moving towards the results that you want to achieve. You don't get stuck in the intention stage. Procrastination, it says, oh, I'm going to. So when you find yourself procrastinating, you're not able to move from your intentions to the result. Ask yourself, what is the reason? Is it that I do not understand, lack of clarity? Is it that I lack focus? Is it that I do not have the capacity to do what I need to do? Is it that I feel overwhelmed too much, so I may need to prioritize? So it's important that when you find yourself stalling in moving forward towards your desired results, then you need to ask yourself those critical questions. Now, what I want us to do, let's get into action plan mode now, because I always tell us the essence of the Friday night hangout is to give you clear, actionable tools that you can move with right away. So one of the things I would ask you to do is to create an action plan. So when you've done your SMART goal, remember I've told you, you make sure it is specific, it is measurable, is achievable, is realistic, and it is time bound. The next thing you want to do is to create a plan. A plan is how you move from intentions to results. So unpack that goal. Yes, it is SMART, but you need to unpack it for you to achieve it. So give it time frames. Oh, I'm going to sit in and brainstorm. That may be, okay, I'm going to do that today. I'm going to do that 2 days. So make sure you put all the activities you want to take to do. Make sure you assign specific time frames for doing them. Don't just say, I'm going to brainstorm. I'm going to go on market survey. You're not going to achieve anything. Attach a time frame to it. Make sure that you have time frames attached to what you want to do. Then you need to build discipline. At first, it's not going to be easy because you're going to be stretching yourself from your comfort zone. If you're one that has not built the discipline of having specific time to sit, plan, and move, come back, review, evaluate, and tweak if it's necessary, you're going to struggle with this. So make sure you build your discipline and track your progress. Whatever you do not measure when you want to achieve your goal, then you might as well not do it. So now, which area of your life needs the most realignment right now? I want you to think about it. What area of your life have you moved out of alignment in, and you need to realign so that you can set SMART goals and you can achieve your goals? Write it down. What habits do you need to change? Or what habit do you need to unlearn or relearn? What mindset do you need to cultivate? What kind of environment do you want to build for yourself? Because your environment is as important as whatever as you can think, because the environment will determine whether you move forward or you're stuck. If you stay in an environment where progress is not prioritized, goal setting is not prioritized, and advancement is not prioritized, my dear, you will fall into that trap. And then, of course, relationships. What relationship do you want to drop? What relationship do you want to build? What relationship do you want to strengthen? Look at all aspects of your life and put it down. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision down so that all who read it may run with it. And that includes you. If you write down your vision and you read it, you come back to it again, it will refresh your memory. It will remind you of the why. And especially when you're struggling with things. Oh, should I move forward? Should I not move forward? reading that thing you have written down as a reason why you're doing this keeps you motivated, keeps you moving forward. And that's why, you need to understand why you're doing what you're doing. You must have a reason for doing what you're doing. If you don't have a reason, then it's difficult to stay motivated. It's difficult to stay in action. It's difficult to show up when it matters most. So I hope you had a nice time in our conversation today. Remember, we discussed clarity in goals, how to set and achieve the next level. And you can come back and watch this as a replay and take your notes, refresh your memory. That's the good thing about the Friday night hangout. And don't forget that you can, subscribe to the Friday night hangout YouTube channel, and you wouldn't get to miss any of our episodes, and you can even watch past episodes. You can also subscribe to the Power Woman TV, where you get to watch the Friday night hangout and so many other shows and programs that we do have from the Stable of Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult. I see something from Golden. She says use a layered approach, right? Now, what have you learned today? What are you taking away today? Golden says use a layer. Take it gradually. Take it one pace at a time. You're not in competition with anyone but yourself. Understand your goal first, as that is the first step to move from intentions to results. Beautiful. I celebrate you so much, Golden, for that. Keep it coming in. And before we run off, I want to also remind us of the Clarity Lounge. Get ready. We have something beautiful coming for you. If you're always busy but you're not productive, if you do not know how to take decisions and you want a framework for taking decisions that you can reuse no matter what, then the Clarity Lounge is for you. We're going to be announcing something big very soon. So watch our space, follow us, like us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. We're going to be unleashing a whole lot of information in the coming days, and you don't want to miss any of this. I want to do a birthday shout out to my dear friend. I want to appreciate her. I want to say happy birthday, darling Olivia Oseji. The Friday Night Hangout Tribe celebrates you. We welcome you to your new age. We welcome you to your new season. God bless you. God keep you. And most importantly, God draw you into a closer embrace. May his love encompass you. And may he cause his face to shine upon you. You will go from grace to grace. Happy birthday from all of us at the Friday Night Hangout Tribe. We wish you many happy returns and God's blessings and grace. And thank you everyone for staying tuned with us. This is Friday Night Hangout. I look forward to seeing you next week. And you know what? We have a very interesting topic next week. You want to guess what the topic for next week is? You want to guess what the topic for next week is? It is clarity in communication. How to say what you mean. Yes, you heard that. How do you say what you mean? Join us next week, Friday. You don't want to miss that. Sometimes we say things. I say, oh, that's not what I mean. And you'll be struggling. Join us next week, Friday. We'll teach you some steps on how to be clear in communication and how to really say what you mean. God bless and keep you. Remember to smell the roses. I look forward to seeing you next week, Friday. From all of us in the Friday Night Hangout Studio, bye for now and see you next week, Friday.
Welcome to Joy Onyesoh Coaching Consult, where creativity meets productivity. Located in a serene and easily accessible environment, our facility is designed to inspire and support your personal and professional growth. Our air-conditioned boardroom is perfect for meetings, workshops, and presentations. Equipped with a projector, 24/7 light supply, and comfortable seating, it can accommodate up to 15 persons in a boardroom setting or more in a theater setting. Whether you're hosting a corporate event or a private gathering, our boardroom provides the ideal space to connect and collaborate.